Hello and welcome. If you're new here, my name is Brandy, and this channel is all about my life with horses and mules. So today, it's been so long, so I figured today would be really good to take you around and just give you an update on my herd and introduce you to some new faces and just kind of let you see what I got going on. Okay, so all right, let's go take a look at everybody. So the first equine that I'm going to introduce you to is Sally. Sally is my mule. I've had her for about 4 years, and she has been such an absolutely wonderful addition to my herd. And as most of you who've been following Sally over the years know that she can be a little bit on the shy side, and I'm excited to announce we've been riding Sally a lot, and she now has a gal that leases her. So that's working out really, really great. She's been used for a couple lessons so far, so Sally is finally come around so nice, and I'm very, very proud of her. So there's some more videos about Sally on my channel. I've got a lot of playlists for the different horses. So, well, horses, mule, equines. I have playlists for the different equines. So now, if you notice, I have sort of done a hack job to my horses' tails. The reason I do that is every couple of years, I like to take their tails up between the fetlock and the hock because of the mud. So I take it up in the fall when the mud starts to set in, and they just grow back really nice. And so yeah, every couple of years, it's just a really nice trim for the horses. Okay, so this is Daffodil. She is brand new. This is my daughter's new pony. So she is not being used for lessons at this time. She is strictly my daughter's pony. So, and we think she's like a Welsh or Arab cross. She definitely reminds me of an Arabian, and she has a lot of Welsh tendencies as well. So she's a flea-bitten gray, very sweet little gal. She's about 12 years old. Okay, and now we have Lucky. Lucky is my son's pony. He is used for lessons in my program. And gosh, Lucky's got to be about 20 now, and he is a registered Welsh. Lucky, for those who don't know him, he only has one eye. So you can see this one, there's actually a glass ball that's underneath there. So Lucky's one of the favorites among kids in the program. And then we have Ona. Ona is my 6-year-old North Dakota bred quarter horse. And she's had a very late start, you know, just kind of like with mechanics, how their cars are always the last ones to get worked on. Horse trainers, personal horses are always the last ones to get worked on as well. So Ona is not broke yet, not trained to ride, but we're working on it. So hopefully she'll be going by summer. But boy, she is really filled out. So those of you who followed her before, you got to see the size of this gal's booty. She is huge. All right, everybody's familiar with this guy. Here's Manzer. Manzer is 3. He'll be 4 in May. He's kind of standing in a hole here, so he looks kind of small, but he's really blossoming. He's ready to snooze right now, but yeah, he's coming along real nice. So we've got him saddled. I've not ridden him yet. He's very immature, so he's absolutely not ready for, you know, a lot of work yet, but he's definitely getting some consistent light work now. He's just a good boy, but he's very busy. Definitely has he is definitely like a very rambunctious teenage boy. And this here is Nakona, my foundation Appaloosa mare. I have had her since she was a year old, and I think she's 15 now. So she is definitely an awesome mare, one of my favorites. She's so darn cute. For Halloween, I went as Cruella DeVille and used Nakona as Pongo, and Daisy, my little miniature horse, she's a little Appy print as well, and she was Spot, so that was really fun. All right, and then this is Bear. Bear is also my daughter's pony. He was her first pony, so he will always be her heart horse. She got Bear when, oh gosh, I took Bear for training as a 3-year-old, and ended up, I told them, I said, someday if you decide to sell him, I would love him. And when I was in the hospital, my daughter was 1 day old. They called and said they decided to sell him. So I think that was like just it was meant to be. So he has been her faithful little steed and little daffodil. So she's still going to ride Bear, but he's used for lessons. And so it's nice for my daughter to have a pony that she can just go out and ride anytime she wants. And little daffodil is quite zippy. She's got some spice to her, where Bear is just kind of like, likes to just kind of chill and plod along, sort of, you know. He's a little slower paced, I suppose. Okay, this is Dexter, Mr. Hangy Lip. His lip is always hanging. Even when he's being ridden, he's just kind of derpy like that. So Dexter's a good boy. He's 21, I think. He's a lesson horse used for the program. He does great. Dexter really sat around most of his life and did nothing. He was at my parents' for a long time, his whole life, and was just used for some trail rides, really nothing much. And so when my mom decided to sell him, I'm like, you know, he might be a great fit. He's been a wonderful addition to my program. This is Sprocket. Isn't he just the cutest little thing ever? Sprocket is, he is 4 or 5. I can't remember. But we just started him under saddle. He is the nicest little colt I have ever started. I just like him so much. So he might be my personal horse. He's a Polish Arab, and he was I got him in June. So I've only had him for 5 months or so, but he is the nicest little guy. I really like him. Super fun horse. And then, okay, Sally's here again. She says, I want to be in the video twice. My lovely little gal. Okay, it's pretty treacherous walking around out here right now. If you live where you get snow and mud, you understand what it's like to walk on frozen mud. Now, this little guy, this is Eddie. Eddie is not mine, but he's a horse that I am using for my lesson program. He's a Shetland pony. He is a spunky little dude, and he's so fun. We just love him. He's only about 10 hands. But super, super awesome little guy, and he gets along with everybody so well. So that's Eddie. All right, moving on. Gosh, it is the nicest day. It's about 40 degrees right now in Michigan, and it's been getting down to, oh gosh, like 12 degrees at night. So it's so nice to have this awesome sun. We haven't seen the sun in like a week. So it's so nice to have all this sunshine, and it's warm. So now today is going to be tonight it'll be snow falling off the roof and treacherous for anybody that's in the arena. Okay, this is Blossom, my awesome Miss Blossom. This is my personal horse. These are all my horses, but she is one that only I ride. And then sometimes my instructors or whatever. That I've got a few instructors that work in my barn now, so sometimes others get to ride her too. So Blossom is about 12 or 13. I think she's 12. Yeah, 2010. And she's a quarter horse, buckskin, and I just love her. She's just a lovely, lovely horse. So I would like to breed this mare eventually. She's super nice. Okay, and then we all know Nika. Nika is doing wonderful. This is Manzer's mom. She looks so good. She's healed up so good she had a leg injury. She had some issues after having Manzer, but look at how good she looks. And Nika is used in my lesson program now. So I've got a lot of kids that ride her. And she's just really wonderful. You know, it's sad when they get to the point that you kind of have to retire them from whatever their job was in life. But she is doing so good as a lesson horse, and she's making so many riders happy. And I think she's happy to have a job. She sat in the pasture for quite a while after her injury and did nothing, and she did not like that. So I'm happy to see her doing stuff and being used and loved by others. And this is Nellie. Nellie looks gigantic right now because I'm standing down in a ditch. Nellie had a pretty significant injury last winter, and I'll show you. It's on this. You probably can't see because of the, but she had some pretty significant proud flesh and such. She's doing great now. She's just resting her foot. I did get video of all that, so maybe eventually I will edit that and share it with you guys. I'm finding that, oh my gosh, it's been so busy. I have not had time to do any video editing at all. So YouTube has really just been thrown on the back burner. So I apologize to all of you that I just sort of like ditched, because I know you guys love to see the horses. So Nellie is like, I think she's 15. She's an appendix quarter horse, we think. She's not registered. She's a rescue, but she is one of our primary lesson horses in the program. Everybody loves her. Super good girl. All right, now we got, I got quite a few long ears added to my herd. Oh, this is Reuben. Reuben is a mule pony, and he's just the cutest little guy ever. Isn't he adorable? Look at him. He is the sweetest, sweetest little thing ever. I just got him, I bought him the 1st of October, I think. I basically pulled him off a slaughter truck. So 30 minutes before he got on the slaughter truck, I bought this little guy. I just had to have him. And I'm so glad I did, because he's been a great addition. He's already got a little gal that loves him, and he's been used for some lessons, and he's working out perfect in the program. So we don't know how old he is. I was told about 12 when I bought him, but the vet thinks he's probably closer to 20. We just had his teeth done. So if you watched my video about cleaning tartar off of a equine's tooth, that was off of him. So that was pretty cool thing to watch if you like that sort of stuff. And this is Muffin. Muffin is 22. She is the most popular horse in my program and has been for many, many years. Gosh, I've owned Muffin since I think 2008. Muffin does have Cushing's disease, so that's why her coat is so thick. She is on medication for it, but this pony is always so fuzzy. So we shave her in the springtime to help with that. But she's in great health. She gets tons of exercise, and I think that's one of the biggest things with most horses, is just making sure that they get enough exercise. Now, exercise fixes a lot of things. This is Carlos. Carlos is a 5 or 6 year old donkey, and he is boarded here. But I put him out with my herd because I have mules, and I thought that he would be happiest being with the mules. And then I've got a lot of younger geldings and such that like to play, and ponies that like to play. Bear and Lucky are so playful. So Carlos has fit in great, and oh my gosh, his bray is hilarious. It genuinely just makes me happy to hear him. And I think it's cool too to show people that a mule, because they're like, hey, that's not a horse, is that a donkey? And I'm like, no, it's a mule. And that, so to be able to explain that a mule is a male donkey crossed with a female horse. So it's cool to have a donkey here so we can kind of show people and educate them on the different types of equines. Now this is Nash. Nash was a horse that I fostered a few years ago. I got some videos about him and his playlist. He was with Manzer for a couple years. Such a nice boy. I wasn't planning on keeping him, but I liked him so much that I ended up adopting him. And I just started riding him recently. He's 5. Just started riding him recently, and he's doing great. I've got a 12-year-old girl that has been riding him quite a bit, and he does great for her. So they're a very good match. So he'll eventually be used for lessons. There's Blossom again. And we have Annabelle. Annabelle has been in my program since 2012. I think she was 4 when I got her. So she's about 16 this year. She might have been 3 when I got her, something like that. But Annabelle is awesome. I paid $200 for this horse, and let me tell you, she is one of the nicest lesson horses I could ask for. So she's a great girl. Annabelle is about 14 hands, and she's we don't know exactly what she is, but she's pink crossed with something, or just a small pinto. I don't know what Blossom's looking at over there. What do you see, girl? Okay, so there's one horse that we missed, and she walked by me as I was over here, so we got to go back and see her. Glory is a new horse in my herd as well. I got her this spring. And Glory is the same breed as Muffin. Muffin is a Welsh pony crossed with quarter horse. And that's, I believe, what Glory is too. And they're close to the same age. Glory's a little bit younger than Muffin. But she has just been the nicest little addition to my herd. She's a great size, you know, small adults can ride her with no problem, same as Muffin. And she's just very, very sweet. This lady likes to have a job. She can be, you know, a little pushy with certain things, but she's learning. She's learning, but such a nice girl. So that's Glory. Very, very dirty. Everybody's dirty. I can't wait till we get some good snow so everybody can be all pretty and clean again. Hey, Nash. And Nash loves attention. He's the friendliest guy. Such a friendly dude. Hi. Him and Manzer are best buds. And Manzer's kind of turning into the herd boss. He is definitely the head gelding out here. And him and his mom are so close still. They're always hanging out with each other. It's pretty cute. Well, that's it for today's herd update. I hope you enjoyed. And if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments below. I can't guarantee that I'll be able to answer all of them because it takes time. But so it was so nice to be able to chat with you for a minute. And I hope you're having a great day. See you in the next one. Bye.